DMD stands for Digital Media Design.
DMD is a computer graphics program under the computer science department at Penn.
I consider computer graphics a very specific application of computer science.
When I saw this program being described as the hybrid between the art side and the computer side, the two sides of your brain coming together, and I thought that was totally cool.
It doesn't require so much experience, just a sort of excitedness and willingness to learn. Because I certainly didn't have any programming experience coming into it. I didn't have any experience with computer graphics aside from watching special features on movies. So I think that it's definitely accessible to anyone that wants to learn it.
We are the bridge between the two, and we're the one that makes that connection. So having a knowledge in both fields is what makes it possible.
In the beginning they're separated, but you kind of learn to bring them together. And it's really cool when they do get put together. Eventually you're going to create programs that create art.
To be able to program and learn and understand the process behind how to create these gorgeous pixel perfect images is very rewarding.
We take a lot of CS courses and also fine arts and communication classes.
It's more general and you can kind of apply it to however you feel. So you learn how to program in general, and you also learn about design and aesthetics, and you can apply that to computer graphics, or you could apply it to web development or anything like that.
I've been able to take classes that range from computer architecture to something that's more of, a marketing class or a computer graphics class. Penn is awesome, and especially the DMD program, and giving you that flexibility to do exactly what you want.
I come from a programming background. I didn't know art at all before I came into college.
In the beginning, I know I always liked art. I always did art in high school. I never really do computer science.
It's not an art degree. So don't do DMD if you're expecting to do a lot of art.
In computer graphics, we're not talking about graphic design. We're not talking about use Photoshop or Illustrator. We're talking about how the mathematics behind everything works.
I think there has to be some aspect of you that really likes problem solving, but also a very creative side and someone who's drawn to the arts in some way. I think that's what makes a good fit for DMD.
DMD to me has always been just about trying something new and being a little unafraid to test what you're able to do.
My interests in graphics at Penn mainly stem around video game design.
I took graphics and I didn't really excel in it, and I found that I wasn't really interested. I shouldn't say that in this lab.
It's one of the most time-consuming majors if you let it. So you'll never be bored in DMD.
I think the curriculum is really, really awesome and really sets you up to succeed in finding internships and future endeavors in the computer graphics industry.
People go to Pixar, DreamWorks, that kind of thing.
But there are people like me who do web development, people who do web design, which is just the design or just the front end. And then there are people who go off and do completely artistic things, and people who go off and do completely quantitative things.
I think my favorite thing about DMD is the other people in DMD.
We really come together, and we end up taking a lot of the same classes, so it's kind of like having a built-in study group or a built-in group of friends that you can rely on if you're having trouble.
If you go down to SIG Lab at not that anyone would want to be there at 1 a.m., but if you go down there at 1 a.m., everyone is there.
It probably is something that brings everyone together. Say a little nerdiness in a certain way.
If you feel like you really couldn't pick just one thing that you wanted to do, then it's a good place for you.
Apply if you're even considering it a little bit. If you're considering anything in engineering and you love art, I would completely recommend it.
I really love it. It's a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie, I probably sleep less.
It's definitely important to know freshman year that it is just freshman year, and you're not gonna come in and make Toy Story your first year. But that's just part of the process, and you do get to do really cool things as time goes on. Yeah, senior year we all make Toy Story, so.